baby, do you know what that's like? Ooh, heaven is the place for the dykes. They say in heaven, dykes come first. Who made heaven a place for dykes? Who made heaven a place for dykes? Oh, why did my browser just do that? Yuck. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever show me men. Show me them BBLs. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, who commissioned all of this? Who commissioned all of this, bro? Like, come on. Hello? Oh, Lord, it's Barton. Oh, good Lord, it's Barton. Oh, God. Oh, God. Did you see this fucking insurance CEO get whacked? Every time I see that video, I just think that wasn't nothing unexpected. That was calculated. That was a hit. That is surefire hit job. It is nothing that's gonna stop me from thinking that. That is a hit. That was a hit. That was a hit of epic proportions. I ain't even gonna say epic proportion because that sounds crazy. I'm saying he was targeted. Fuck, that's the understatement of the year. Did you see the video? Bro walked him down casually, knowing where he was gonna be at with a silencer. It just popped his ass. No recoil. No, none. Buddy said, fuck it. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make shit shake tonight. And he made some shit shake that night. Shit. And of course, I'm not wasting my time with the whole argument of why are people cheering about this, bro? The more you go on the internet and the more you're gonna see people don't give a shit and they will celebrate the death of any fucking body given the circumstance. And the whole gimmick or the reason is, oh, he's the leader of the fucking group that denies motherfuckers insurance, and that's why they all laughing. And, doesn't really satiate my appetite to celebrate death, but I can't fucking police a world full of people who are all inconsistent in their beliefs, because those same people, listen, if Kamala got whacked tonight, motherfuckers would be celebrating that on the opposite side of the spectrum, and then we'd be having this topsy-turvy conversation about anything. What is that title? I'm surprised you haven't said anything about the thumbnail. The thumbnail is the thing that should have got your attention, not the title. But fine, since you want to know so bad. Apparently, in a shocker to nobody who actually knows how to work their money, even just like slightly, the fucking internet celebrity does a meme coin where she takes all that shit and then runs with the pocket money. And who's surprised? Nobody with a working brain. I'm trying to figure out when y'all gonna stop letting these fucking content creators come into y'all fucking lives and fuck y'all over. I don't care about Taylor Lorenz. I don't care. I don't care. All these all these semantics people want to play, all these gimmicks everybody wants to have a time with, all these inconsistencies about, oh, is it fair to do this? Is it fair to do that? All these motherfuckers do the same thing. All these known internet figures, whether on the right or the left, are the most inconsistent fucks on the planet. They all celebrate depraved shit. They all like to pretend like they don't. And they do it. They like to pretend like they don't by pointing at their opposition doing it and say, look how bad this group is. And then y'all wonder why I say all sides fucking suck. What is this brain rot title? What are you talking about? Skibidi. 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 Right? Isn't that what you young people say? Skibidi. Skibidi. 95% drop. Oh my God. I think somebody put 20,000 in on this, and it's like, y'all doing this just to come back and be like, yo, you failed. Why did you scam all these people? Why did you put 20? Somebody recorded a fucking video saying they put $20,000 into this shit. And bros, Bros, I can't for the life of me look at scenarios and think to myself, wow, I have sympathy for you. I look at a lot of shit and be like, bro, fuck you. Like, fuck you and everything you hold dear, because you're a dumb piece of shit. You don't deserve the 20,000 you had. You don't deserve it. I don't understand it. I understand it perfectly. I understand it as a stupid motherfucker. A just stupid motherfucker. Thinking, oh, it's perfect. But you know, you got to hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. No one remembers when. That's not even her gimmick. You fucking slow mongoloids gave that to her. That wasn't even her gimmick. That was from Hey Arnold. Does no one remember Mr. Hawk Tuah? Like, fuck all of you. I don't understand Bitcoin at all. Well, I'll explain it. A massive fucking gamble that, to my knowledge, only worked once. It only worked once. And ever since then, a bunch of people have tried to replicate it to the worst degree possible. And by worst degree, I mean damn near every big social media entity has attempted to do some type of meme coin where they just pump and dump. And no one gets away with it. And a lot of credibility gets shot almost immediately. But at least she tried to explain herself, right? At least she did a good job trying to explain herself, right? Hopefully.
We're really happy to answer any
I have
questions.
questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What Coffeezilla?
Hey,
man.
this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on.
Money hungry white girl about to sit here and fuck whatever is left of the bag she could have gotten, because her ego is going to supersede any layer of fucking common sense that will clearly escape her fucking head. Yes, that's her voice. All right, that's her voice. Aren't you excited?
Chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No.
Scamming.
No, that's
Oh my God, look at all this shit.
That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
you know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay,
But
so there's tokens going directly from the main account,
Coffeezilla, just chill for a second.
and then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for $50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now,
That's what everyone says.
Oh no, is his gimmick to try to be like a hard ass about this? You can't be a hard ass when you're getting caught in a fucking scam. You just gotta be like very remorseful or try to explain it in a calm demeanor. Every time somebody tries to be a hard ass about this shit, you end up making yourself look useless. And I'ma still hold everybody's feet to the fire in that if you thought that you was about to get a bag off of a fucking meme coin called Hawk Tuah coin, you deserve to fucking never have money again.
By the way,
listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet, you've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
how much
sale.
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
Selling
we
out
made.
your fans.
So
other
over here,
people
can you give
dump on your fans.
Hold on, Coffeezilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So
Y'all just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us.
That was
listen.
You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
Oh,
It's
I'm
not,
sure
it's
that's
not
not
a
you getting
scheme.
those fees,
It's
right?
not a
Who's making
scheme.
the money
It's
on
not
the
a,
fees?
it's
Who's
not a
making
scheme.
millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making
project. So we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who
right?
makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees.
It should be easy to explain this shit. And you know who would benefit the most? The people who started the whole thing. Because not to be the guy who bothered to pay attention to finances. The more you duck it, the more you fucking make yourself look bad. Yes, I heard about Tiffany Henyard. I still don't care. You know what? You know why I don't care about Tiffany? Because apparently she's got like a legion of fucking supporters that went with her to that fucking town hall meeting. And it's just like, has nobody seen anything about this bitch? I now still, somebody's got to pull up the fucking promo footage where this bitch is running around saying, vote for me, because I'm in a Nazi fucking salute. Superman!
Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora Pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is.
She legit hired a pedo to inspect houses. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Are you shocked that even with that information, people would still support? Like, come on. We got to stop. We all got to stop, like, wondering. You just got to come to the realization people are stupid. I've come to that point where it's like, all right, people are stupid. They're just slow. They're just dumb. That's all you ever. Once you like settle with the notion that people are just stupid, lowbrow, low IQ, not intelligent, your life gets easier. Your life gets more calm. If she doesn't talk to her, then I don't talk to her. I mean, you know.
Is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the king?
No one's asking about your fucking lawyer fees. He's asking you who benefited, who got the money. Jesus.
Islands to hire directors. You think this stuff pays for itself? Right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of dollars in fees from the rug.
Day 2, day 3. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this.
I'm losing brain cells. All you have to do is say how much, and that'll fucking solidify the answer. That'll solidify what anybody thinks about this. We all know the gimmick, and you sitting here not fucking responding to it by, oh, it's all about lawyers, it's all about making sure that this is funded for a long time. All you got to do is give a number. Whether if it's true or not will lead to the future deciding. If it's true, that's something time will eventually tell. But in terms of you motherfuckers not being able to answer the goddamn question,
project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
I'm telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares?
What are you talking? He's asking you arguably, probably not, but I guess to anyone who's now concerned that they just blew potential Christmas money on it, how much money did you profit? How much money did you get out of this? That is the most important question that needed to be asked by the answer. This motherfucker still hasn't done it. The whole clip is 5 minutes. We're at 4 minutes and 17 seconds. He still hasn't done it.
Here's where fees go. It goes to bills. It
Well,
goes
when
to
you're charging
attorneys.
15%,
it goes to accountants. It goes to directors.
You're charging
it goes to
15%
staff,
of the rug pool,
right?
and you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pool. I
rug
think it's
pull
irrelevant.
because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc,
You're saying,
do the math. Do
it's
the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled the rug. There was no rug pull.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not going to let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit. So why?
No,
why
you're not. You're talking over
seriously?
me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The token.
Definitely a scam. When was this? This was this shit was going on at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. So eventually you're going to get your fucking Coffeezilla video that breaks down how terrible it is to fucking, once again, participate in a meme coin. And you know what? This might be my campaign to start e-begging, because every time I see a stupid ass moment in time where a bunch of people collectively, willingly give away their money, I now understand. I slowly start to understand why content creators e-beg for your fucking money, because they know you have it and they watch you all do dumb shit with your money. Imagine, it is Christmas time. Imagine having to explain to your wife that the kids aren't going to get the little robot car. The kids aren't going to get the new PlayStation 5 Pro. The kids not going to get the new iPod, AirPod, Airphone case because daddy gambled $20,000. Or gambled or pissed away any fucking length of money, and the return investment never is showing up. Like, imagine that. Imagine putting yourself in such a hilarious bind. That's why you shouldn't have kids. Because what the fuck are y'all gonna do when the money starts to dry the fuck up? Eat them? Don't eat your kids. Don't do that. Don't eat children. You can eat baby animals because, you know, a burger gets made some fucking how, and that's perfectly fine. But you know, just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't eat human children. Eat animals. Eat animals. That's the best thing anyone could ever do, is eat animals. But speaking of animals, veal, anyone? You know what? If you wanted to be a terrorist, you could have just left it a little bit more vague than what you were doing. But I have a great issue with journalistic integrity, as you all know. Why did you put that evil out there? What are you talking about? I did good. I have a problem with journalistic integrity, and my problem with it is no one really having any goddamn evidence of no one has evidence of a goddamn thing, and they just want to loudly say something and speculate online. And then if it comes true, it'll be viewed as, oh my God, you were so right. Now I must waste my time always hearing your speculation and hope that you get it right. And if they get it wrong, there's no retraction whatsoever. This fucker, this is this streamer who got accused, I think, of either beating or raping a kid. And he fucking proved throughout time that's not what happened. And motherfuckers brought that up again years later. And it's like, this is a dangerous fucking world where people pride themselves off of spreading blatant lies. And then when true facts come out, no one has the balls to just be like, oops, potentially got that wrong. But maybe that's not the case here, because all the Daily Wire, our great place of, who goes to the Daily Wire for information? I think I went once and I saw Ben Shapiro's face and I was just like, why? I just wanted to see the words. I didn't want to see Ben Shapiro posing with his fucking arms crossed like, you want to subscribe here today. That's not what the ad said, but that's how I felt looking at his fucking eyes. But his alien identical twin daughter or sister's apparently about to get fired. Source? Fuck, random. That's random. That's the source. Random. Don't ask me. Source. Give me.
Brett Cooper fans, I just got a source very close to the Daily Wire who told me that Brett Cooper is out. She is leaving the Daily Wire and the situation is very hostile.
So look, this was on the 2nd, and I don't mean to bury the lead so fucking far. Unless I see this bitch just dip in the next day, this bitch just uploaded a video 24 minutes ago. This bitch has been uploading like a rabid dog since that fucking day where it became an issue.
Economics are a scam.
Oh, wrong one.
And it's kind of weird because she's still doing her show right now. So here are some of the notes that I took. Like I said, the situation is hostile, and apparently she is not allowed to speak about this publicly. A possible gag order, maybe.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop saying gag order. It's the actual term is NDA. Like when you sign on a fucking, when you willingly sign on that fucking dotted line, somewhere in there is probably a fucking NDA where, hey, whether if your contract doesn't fucking renew or we just can your ass, that's the end of it. You don't speak about it, or else we could legally come on your ass.
Allegedly.
No homo.
Wouldn't be at all shocked if that was the case, though, given what happened to Candace Owens when she left the Daily Wire earlier this year.
Doing some digging online, and apparently some people are speculating that maybe she's pregnant.
And you motherfuckers tell me that alternative media is better than the mainstream media. Just remember that that's what you motherfuckers push towards me. You fuckers who sit there and run around and fucking tell me, oh, I need to watch this guy, I need to watch this guy, I need to watch that guy. And it's the most low IQ brain fucking aneurysm that I could ever fucking hope to never see in my life again. And y'all swear that that shit is like informative as all fuck. 10 seconds ago, the gimmick was she's fired, but now it's she's pregnant.
I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently it's not related to why she wants to leave.
Also, it looks like the Daily Wire is trying to clone some kind of blonde version of Brett.
Welcome back to the comment section. I am producer Reagan, filling in for Brett again this Friday, and today is a big day.
I don't know what they're trying to do there, but it's a little weird, right?
No. Here's what's a normal version of that. Hey, maybe this motherfucker had something to do that she couldn't fucking do in a time frame of I can do this and do an episode. So they brought somebody to fill in, which has been going on, as I understand it, for a fucking month of everybody seeing this new motherfucker just show up and do the fucking job at Hawk 2 a.m. Everything being mired in like a weird conspiracy theory aspect just lets me know that we as a society have forgotten the key elements of actually understanding what the fuck it means to wait and fucking see. That's why I'm unpopular. That's why you people don't like me. It's because while you're all rushing to get your fucking hot takes from people who don't fucking respond when you press them on an update when they get shit wrong, I'm just sitting here waiting. It's like, show me when this shit's all over. That way I can make fun of everything without wasting my energy or intergy.
They also told me that the Daily Wire is in huge financial trouble. Apparently they're massively overspending on projects. $66 million.
I could believe it. Do you see all the fucking movies and documentaries they try to come out with? I can't imagine how much fucking money they spent on that, on both Matt Walsh documentaries, the Candace Owens documentary. The Candace Owens documentary, I swear to God, is literally just 10 YouTube videos compiled together. You type in BLM scam, you get the whole Candace Owens documentary. I like you remind me of me, except my rants fly off into Fantasyland. Bro, what are you talking about? My rants, on any given moment, I could fucking sit here and rant about my penis length. Like, don't think for any length of a second I can't book this shit.
On Pendragon, which I guess is coming soon.
Oh, and she's also supposed to be doing this Snow White thing next year. I am not sure if this is still happening.
The last thing, Jeremy Boring, he is the CEO of the Daily Wire. Allegedly, he's been bugging the office, spying on people. I guess the vibes there are super not good right now. And just for the record, I don't know Brett at all, but if all this is true,
given everything that I've just been told and everything I know about what happened to Candace Owens, like 6 months ago, the Daily Wire, they are not nice people. So definitely if you like...
Oh, God. Such a shocker. I'm shocked that a business, again, is doing what a business does, and they're keeping shit satiated. Mario wasn't the same after he left. Are you calling this motherfucker? Ew. Now, why do I see it? Fuck all of you. No, I didn't want to see that shit. I didn't want to see it. Oh, I guess this is Luigi. So he's guessing about a bunch of crap. Yep. I'm sorry, I just read the screen. We had bootleg Mario. We got bootleg. It's gotta be. Would you consider this Luigi or Waluigi?
Dude, I think the Daily Wire might be about to collapse. My buddy James just got a scoop from an inside source that Brett Cooper is getting pushed out of the Daily Wire, and there's this whole crazy contract thing. And I just got word from a source at the Daily Wire that Brett is not the only big name that is on the way out at Daily Wire. We're gonna come.
Oh, tell me, is Matt Walsh out from the Daily Wire? Because if Matt Walsh leaves, that just means there's only one white man left. Oh, Big Daddy Benny.
Cover the Snow White movie, Pendragon, a lot about Jeremy Boring, the self-proclaimed God King of the Daily Wire. But I think the place to start is with this super controversial video from Steven Crowder from a year ago, where he turned down a $50 million contract from the Daily Wire. Bloomberg reported that Crowder complained that they weren't going to pay him enough, but that is not what Crowder was claiming.
Because it's not about the money. It's kind of unreal to me that the only thing these people can still talk about is the money. The conversation was about conservatism, the movement, and big tech. They keep talking about money. I'm talking about a country. I'm talking about a movement. I'm talking about making a difference. It's not about the money, and Jeremy and the Daily Wire know that.
So to sum it up, he was explaining how the contracts had clauses in them that the Daily Wire creators would get penalized severely if they were flagged by YouTube for content that didn't go with community guidelines, thereby tying all of their content to big tech censorship. And so if you were a content creator at the Daily Wire and you signed this contract, you'd have to censor yourself to go along with YouTube. You would be beholden to all of big tech's censorship regime, which is inherently destructive to the truth. And so Crowder turned him down because he rightly identified that we need to make a model that is immune to big tech censorship. And then he played this clip of audio from Jeremy Boring's phone call.
They don't get deals that...
They can be wage slaves for a little bit, come over and make a salary and grow their brand. They can be wage slaves for a little bit. They can be wage slaves for a little bit.
If you can't tell, that's Jeremy Boring saying that his new talent can come in and be wage slaves for a little bit while they build their brand and they, earn their place. And it looks like Brett Cooper signed that exact kind of contract. And she has built her brand and earned her place with 4.5 million subscribers, loyal fans. But then when I talked to my source, it got real dark. Have you guys noticed that this producer Reagan girl has been doing fill-in shows for Brett?
Jesus Christ. Am I so simplistic? Is it me? Is it me? Like, do I just not have this mindset to think everything's like this big conspiracy that ends up with me being raped? Like, I could just chill. I could just chill.
Every week lately? Well, if you're not familiar here, Reagan is like Brett's best friend. Apparently, she was her maid of honor at Brett's wedding recently. And I'm not sure why Brett wanted out and started to be unhappy there and why this whole thing started. My source wasn't really sure either. But once she crossed Jeremy Boring and Jeremy was pissed, he decided he would replace her with her best friend. And so he made a contract offer that Reagan apparently could not refuse, and he is now replacing Brett with Reagan slowly until the expiration of the current contract with Brett in December. Brett is in an NDA and she's not allowed to say anything about any of this at all. And it sounds like this is kind of widely known at the company at this point. So she is being forced to continue her show as though nothing is going on while they replace her with her best friend and probably are going to manufacture some sort of like slander or like, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but they're probably going to manufacture some.
See what you just my head was already hurt before I turned the stream on. Now my fucking head is like screaming in agony because how the fuck are we basing all? We're making this like this big, interesting business scheme plot point where you didn't want to fucking renew that contract, or you didn't want to come back to the Daily Wire, you little bitch. We're gonna show you what happens when you don't come back to the fucking Daily Wire. We're gonna fucking replace you with your fucking best friend. You know that whore you had as a maid of honor? Yeah, well that fucking whore's gonna come work for us now. That fucking whore's gonna do everything we fucking wanted to do. That fucking whore is going to do every single goddamn thing we commission her to do. And do you know why? It's because we're the fucking Daily Wire, and we're the Jewish news. We are the propagandites of society, and no one will be able to fucking disarray and dismay the power of the bin chaperones. Like, I can accept being wrong about shit like this. People like him can't. Let me speculate. Maybe, just maybe, she's reaching the point where it's like, yeah, this chapter of my life's over and I'm not going to renew. And she maybe threw in a recommendation. Hey, I got this person who, you know, is a personality, can talk, probably would like to work for you. Would you consider hiring her? And they did. And now, until that fucking contract's over, you're going to get increments of Brett Cooper and whatever the fuck that chick name is. I don't know. I haven't watched Brett Cooper in quite a while. I saw that face and I was like, oh, I guess Brett's dead or not, or just not there today, which is also fine because I don't think about this in such a way that makes me think, oh, my life is ruined if I don't get that sweet, succulent Brett Cooper face on my screen, because that woman's married. And a lot of the problems conservative female influencers have is realizing that the male audience really doesn't respect them. They're just listening to them because they got face and titties. And then once they fucking run into the motherfuckers that they like build an audience around, they realize that, oh, these motherfuckers are weird. Leon, is it really hard to believe that thousands were fooled with time and money? No. I mean, for me, it's not. But you got to remember, we are Venom. We are not the rest of the world. We are not the rest of the world. So when a meme coin comes out and it's the drizzling fucking shits and motherfuckers get scammed and they lose out on money, it's like there's like a crumb of me that feels bad. It's like 0.1%. Matter of fact, 0.0.0.1%. That's how much of me feels bad, because like you willingly gave your fucking money to something that you knew was probably the biggest gamble of all fucking time, a meme coin, and look what you have to show for it. Art thou not even a little bit fucking embarrassed by that? You should be, and if you're not, I guess good for you.
Some sort of logical reason why Brett pushed herself out and they had to fill in with Reagan. Apparently, they even gave Reagan acting classes for her to emulate Brett's every movement and word. And when you watch a Reagan episode, it's kind of like, what? This is like very Brett.
Dude. Welcome back to the comment section. I'm producer Reagan, filling in for Brett today. And this week, the media has rightfully been very focused on the murder trial of Laken Riley.
Turns out the likeness is not just because they're best friends. So you might be asking, and no, Snow White, not happening. That's canceled. But Jeremy is apparently intent on breaking into movies, and the Pendragon cycle is apparently like his pet project that he is devoted to. And when you dig into why that is, you start to realize what is wrong at the Daily Wire. And the answer seems to be Jeremy Boring himself. This Bloomberg article goes into Jeremy Boring's history, how he moved to Los Angeles from a small town in Texas in 2000, trying to make it in the movie industry. He even started a little production company with the dude from Avatar, but it flopped and everything failed, and eventually it, dissolved. And apparently for this Bloomberg article, they said that they had enough money to develop scripts for their 2 series here, but they weren't sure where the funds to actually shoot was going to come from, because they need a lot of money for this, and they are pouring everything into it, apparently. Producing full-on Hollywood-level movies and series is a whole different beast than producing podcasts. And
yes, I know, but what does this have to do with the Brett Cooper?
They are way overextending themselves. We'll get to this Razor commercial in a second, because it's crazy to watch. but like everything points to.
I'm getting bored. There's nothing here substantial. It's really just trying to compile a bunch of things. Oh, he wants to fucking have a movie industry. He's got to fucking figure out where he's going to get all that money from. A good way to get all that fucking money is whatever fucking egregious deals you got, cut them. You cut the fucking deals, you save some more money, you could make more movies. It didn't take me holding my fucking phone and explaining all of this shit slowly. One of the reasons why I talk fast is I despise every single motherfucker who plays the runtime to the fucking point that all they're doing is talking so fucking slow because they want you motherfuckers to actually watch and listen throughout the whole fucking thing. And that's just how I fucking talk anyway. Like, I'm not about to sit here and just say that everything's just, oh, it's so crazy at the Daily Wire. I just want to fucking get in and get out. I don't want to fucking stay and sit here and overly explain this shit. The Razor commercial was funny. So was the stupid chocolate commercial. No, you said it right the first time. The chocolate commercial was something fucking stupid. There was no humor in that. It was boredom personified because we had to make a fucking joke because I guess Hershey came out with some ad that was like him, she, they, she, and her, she, and all that shit. I was like, oh, if you don't want your chocolate to be political, buy our against the fucking narrative of politics chocolate, which never made any fucking sense. Stop fucking saying your products are not political when they're in response to political shit. Enough. Did you see the latest Venom movie? I have seen none of the Venom movies. I've heard that the first one was okay, the second one is the best out of the three, and the third one is a waste of everyone's fucking molecular structure.
To Jeremy. But like when Candace was fired, everything pointed to Jeremy's personality. When you actually look at like...
I'm bored. Why am I still watching this? I need a credible source of information that won't lie to me. Not the flight mic. What the fuck did I type that shit in for? I gotta get my information from the quartering. The quartering will tell me the truth and make sure that I know all the information I need and I despise.
Wow. I was not expecting this news. And when I first saw it about the Daily Wire versus Brett Cooper, I thought there's no way this could possibly be true. And I still
never fucking buy it. I forgot he talks slow too, but we can speed him up on this platform. It's so great!
Have a hard time believing that it is true. But the silence is stunning. There is a rumor going around, which it seems at first blush looks completely unfounded. And as of right now, 11:09 a.m. on December 3rd, Brett Cooper has not reacted to this rumor, has not responded to anybody who has been endlessly posting it in her on her X replies, and has not responded to my DM asking if she can speak about it. Which to me, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but if there were wild rumors going around about me getting fired or me leaving a show or something like that, and she keeps using X and she hasn't addressed them, it seems like they could be true.
Why is he still slow on the max? Fuck! Why is he still fucking slow? Why is he still fucking slow, bro? Like, what the fuck? This is not how this is supposed to go. When I press this fucking button, I'm supposed to be on 2 times speed. 2 times speed, 2 times the speed. 2 times the fucking speed.
Now, Brett Cooper is, in my opinion, one of the few bright spots at the Daily Wire. And I know she's supposedly starring in their version of Snow White, but I'm not sure how all this got started. But it's been smoldering for several days now. It's reached her comment section, and she hasn't addressed it. So let's take a look. By the way, it wouldn't be a video about Daily Wire if I didn't remind you. Order your hilarious Trump pop things to look at. We look before and after, and time for what is not. Our sincerest laughter with some pain is fraud. Our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thoughts. Yet if we could scorn hate and pride and fear.
The fuck am I watching? It's bro, I can't. I told y'all, people like to pad the runtime, and they pad the runtime with shit that doesn't even fucking matter. They pad the runtime with shit that nobody fucking asked for. Thank you for the speed up. You might want to take that thank you back, because nothing got sped up. It was the same. It was the same. I just can't. I can't stop it. Gothics, give me Skibidi toilet riz Gothics. Go ahead. Tell me about a woke doc. Tell me about.
All right, so I just came across.
I want to hear Gothics' spin on the video I made. Remember that fucking doctor that didn't disclose information about trans kids because it was against every fucking thing that she fucking reports out? And the bitch just never released that fucking information. Well, now I want to hear Gothic's take. You know why? Because fucking why not?
Us a news article that was published back in October of this year. And I'm surprised that a lot of, I haven't seen it talked about enough. And I think it's really important. This is in regards to transing the kids, okay? So if you're one of those people that are tired of this conversation and just don't understand why I would focus on something so insignificant when we have so much bigger...
Yeah, I gotta stop using this fucking argument. People can talk about whatever the fuck they want. Why the fuck aren't you talking about the fucking United medical official who got shot? What the fuck could you possibly want me to say about that? He got whacked. That motherfucker got whacked. Whacked. That there's nothing, unless motherfucker just comes out with something that makes me believe, nothing will make me believe that that was just a random act. That was a hit. That was a planned hit. That motherfucker got walked down. And I wish I could show it, but I'm not on Kick, so, you know, fuck. He got walked down. Like, this motherfucker was owed a lot in that moment. And it's really fucking... This is some scary shit to watch. I won't lie. Well, watching anybody get murdered is scary, but seeing as fucking drastic it was, there's video of that, yes. See, this is why information doesn't really get as far as people think it is. Because how in the fuck is anybody supposed to sit here and wonder? They're saying it was personal. I could believe it. Everybody, like, I ain't gonna say everybody, but like one of the excuses thrown out is that insurance company denied a bunch of people or didn't approve all of their insurance, and that was gonna be a reason why. And it's like, not too outlandish to believe, quite frankly. Seems right up the alley, don't you believe? It seems perfect.
Your fish to fry. If you want to advocate for the sterilization and mutilation of children, that's your business, okay? But that's not what I'm gonna do. And also, children are the future. There's this famous quote.
No, they're not. Every generation thinks that the next is the future. Everybody thinks they're the next generation. Like, I remember people believing that my generation was the next generation of the future. And look how far that got. And now we have to fucking hope that the Skibidi toilet rizzers are gonna save this fucking country. What happened to your coffee? What are you talking about? What coffee? Does the code still work? It should. Let's see. The problem is I haven't promoted that thing in months. Let's see if the fucking coffee still works.
Welcome to the realm.
Shut the fuck up, me. Did 12 days of Christmas gift buys. I don't even know what my shit's useful for. Light roast coffee. Add to cart. Where the fuck's the discount code? What the fuck? Oh, there it is. What's my code? Oh, that. Let's see if it still works. Oh, it's invalid for the fucking item in the cart. So maybe I find the right item. What could be the right item? Item. Let's see. Let's try medium roast. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. It may not work anymore. Oops. Oh, this code is invalid. Uh-oh. I might have to remove that from the gimmick. Or do I? Like, I don't remember what I don't remember what the fuck I was able to use this shit for. Oh, they're all still in it. We had shit teachers, and guess what? The shit teachers are still working there, just in case anybody was wondering. Your shit teachers are still working there. They just somehow went away. Or not went away. They just left your radar for reasons that is evident towards anybody. Oh, my code still works! Yay! It works on like select fucking things. Which I remember that, but yeah. I like how you said, what happened to my coffee? I never had coffee. I just had a code. And fuck, I thought maybe it didn't work anymore. You pressured me, but you can only get it for select things or use it for select things, which I think is ass backwards. That should be used for everything on there. I remember when I was promoting that shit, I was either the or one of the top fucking sellers of that goddamn product. That's the power of the Leon, baby.
From the lesbian movement, I think it was back in the 70s, that said the future is female. And no, that's actually incorrect, because the future is male and female. And without male and female, you have no future. Okay, so here is this article from the New York Post, and this is in regards to a $10 million trans kids study that was conducted by
Shell Casey's found at the scene where the CEO was killed, had denied, defended, deposed on him. This was personal. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, bro. What you want me to do? Find him? Not gonna happen. Preserve my body. What you want me to say? We'll get you? Of course they're gonna catch him. Whenever they do, that's when they do. Hopefully they do, because if they don't.
An NIH doctor by the name of Johanna Olsen Kennedy. And what's interesting is that this was a study.
I just heard Mudahar. There's no way he fucked up again. There's no way he fucked up again. I will stop caring about all of this shit if he actually fucked up again. It's not like I would not refuse to believe you. It's that I refuse to understand why you would possibly do it a second time. No. Don't do it, Mudahar. Fight the good fight, Mutahar. Don't succumb to the venom, Mutahar. What happened to him? Oh, nothing. He just fell in that trap of thinking, hey, I'm somehow holier than thou. The video was in. I thought it would have been a shotgun or some shit. But boy, I do love watching people get killed and then critiquing the effort of them getting killed because I didn't see a shotgun getting used. What the fuck? Pretty sure I'm just late. He's pulling a tipster. Let's just say it. Let's just say that. I mean, sure. I could get with you on that one. That makes the most optimal sense. Why? Because that's exactly what Tipster did. Tipster got caught in a fucking sting of, hey, I'm surrounding myself with shit that I shouldn't surround myself with, and I'm asking the most pointless questions to try to justify what the fuck I'm looking at, which is what you should not fucking do. You should never fucking take a moment to look at some shit that is clearly weird and be like, wait, is it really weird? You should just end it right there. And I just want to fucking highlight this opinion. People getting pissed off over someone they don't know, cutting off another person they don't know. For those of you who don't know, this is Mudahar's wife, and I don't necessarily care that the wife is sticking up for her husband. I would argue that's a good thing that she did. Just stand by your man. It's fucking wonderful. My issue is the words. You seemingly forget who you're tweeting in reference to. You're tweeting in reference to your husband and the issues he's a part of, not realizing that your husband also is somebody who fixates on internet happenings between other people. Your husband does the exact same thing. And maybe that's not something that's talked about in the Mutahar household, because another thing that could be talked about is how people are being mean, sending him Indian shit memes. But bro, it never gotta be this deep. It never gotta be under this type of circumstance. If you feel, and his whole video, I thought, except for him bitching at the Reddit post, was fine. Oh, you barely knew about this thing. You want to hold yourself accountable? Fine, do it. Do it. But when you delete it, And this is what irks me about this tweet here. When you delete it, and then you have people phrasing it as, oh, people mad because someone they don't know is doing something about somebody else they don't know. You're ignoring oodles of context. And I mean oodles of context that's supposed to help navigate how people like, for example, Killer is Dead, who don't know anything about it. But the reason he doesn't know anything about it, or because he might be late to the party, is because there are people trying to throw him off the fucking scent. I mean, with the whole Nux thing, it really makes you wonder why he deleted his Twitter. I thought Mudahar deleted his Twitter because he got mad at a bunch of people sending him Indian shit memes. I thought that was the whole reason the Twitter got deleted, which, what a pussified way to go out. And the only reason I'm saying it's pussified is because I know for certain he's thrown jokes at people online and he's had fun with it. It is a classic case of, oh, I can do it, but you can't do it to me, which is pussified. Pussified. It's pussified. It's pussified. Don't ever do shit like that. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking. I might have to get a sign. You know how there's the meme, like, don't make me tap the sign. Don't make me tap the fucking sign. Everyone's a piece of shit. You, me, everyone's done something fucked up that they think about on occasion that makes them feel guilty. The best thing you could fucking do is realize you're a fuck up and then improve. No one is not even a baby is squeaky clean on this earth. A baby's got about a couple hours of being like this innocent, precious, small child, and then they shit themselves, and then they're welcome to America. We're pieces of shit. Like, come on, bros. All this phony ass, oh, I want to be the beacon of truth, the beacon of all things pure and positive when you're a piece of shit publicly in front of people, but the only reason people gel with it is because they agree with you being shitty as fuck. No. Stop that. Get some help. Like, cut that part the fuck out. And you can do it. You can cut that shit the fuck out. Will you be able to? Will you be able to? I don't know. I don't know. And the case is disastrous amongst all of these fucking YouTubers because they live in this gimmick of, I've made it to where I could be as clairvoyant as possible. And oh, I hate, that's another thing. He fucking put in his community post, I'm getting tired. I didn't want to be a channel that makes slop content. What the fuck are you talking about? If you believe that, delete every semblance of your fucking channel that doesn't have to do with a fucking creepypasta, which one could argue is still slop. So delete that shit too. Fucking hell, mate.
Muda deleted his video, posted a community post, and then called me and apologized. And yeah, anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Basically, the TLDR is people bullied Muda into making a hit piece on me.
Is that it? Is that what the spin's about to be? Is this really what the spin of this is about to be? That A, this entire thing was a psyop by a bunch of mid-20-year-olds to get who I think might be 30. They got a 30-year-old to fucking disavow his fucking friend because oodles and poodles and goodles and shoodles. Is this really what we're doing? Is this really how we're doing this? It's a grown man. If he got coaxed into making a video basically disowning a motherfucker who had him watching some shit he usually would stand against, then one, he's a weak motherfucker. Two, these 20-year-olds got more power than y'all should probably be giving them. Three, I'm hungry as fuck, and that's probably the most important part of this story. Four, fuck it all.
And it backfired, like, super big time. Like, super mega fucking big time. I mean, sort of backfired. Dude, I got some pretty fucked up DMs because of this situation. people are reaching out being like, Nux, are you associated with child porn? And it's like, wait, what? No. Obviously not. I mean, Keemstar's cool about that. He basically tweeted out that he thinks I'm a pedophile or something, which is pretty cool. Classic Keemstar maneuver. Zero, evidence or information or anything. Like they were trying to cancel me for lolly porn, which is ironic because I've never supported lolly porn, and also ironic because their definition of lolly porn is hentai in a high school setting.
I hope you all can see like my collective fucking groan, because that is porn. They don't call it teenage porn, they call it child porn. And hentai is porn. Hentai has always been porn. It has never not once been anything else. And I'd recommend you don't Google this for your own sanity and any eventual fucking research done into you. I'm at a loss for words. I've collectively just started to groan. I've collectively just started to groan.
That's right. Literally every hentai. That's right. Are you a fan of My Hero Academia? You might be a pedophile.
Before I sign off, because that's strike 1, 2, and 3, I just want you all to know with a straight face, that is not how this works. My Hero Academia is not hentai. You can take those characters and put them in a fucking hentai fucking scenery, but that doesn't make the whole anime hentai. That's not how that works. So how's your football game doing? At least you know that that's being played in the background, because I've been playing it in the background the whole time. And people fucking sat there and just ate this up and it was like, whoa, bro, I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, this motherfucker just conflated porn with an actual serialized anime and manga. What, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what the fuck are we actually fucking doing here? Like, nothing I just heard makes sense. Nothing. I gotta hear it again, because maybe I'm taking him at an uncharitable length of idea.
Because I've never supported lolly porn. And also ironic, because their definition of lolly porn is hentai in a high school setting. That's right. Literally every hentai. That's right. Are you a fan of My Hero Academia? You might be a pedophile.
I'm never gonna stream again when I have a fucking headache, because the more I hear this shit, the more I just hate people. I just hate people so fucking much. I hate people so goddamn much.
Anyway. So I got some classic people harassing me and stuff and shit like that, but that'll...
Ahsoka, I'm gonna wring you by your fucking neck. yes, hentai gets turned into anime. It's still porn. What does that have to do with comparing it to My Hero Academia? What does that have to do with comparing it to My Hero Academia? I was just saying hentai gets serialized. That's wonderful. What does that have to do with My Hero Academia? Because there's a difference between porn and a fucking shitty story about superheroes. Brain rot, first of all, don't even know what brain rot is. Of the title was the last straw. You changed from who you are 3 years ago. Goodbye. What is the broken English here? That was a whole lot of broken English. That just made me feel better. Why the broken English? It's brain rot, number one, and I don't know why you had that capitalized, of its title. I'm supposing you mean the title was the last straw from who you are 3 years ago. It's who you were 3 years ago. I'm glad you spelled goodbye correctly, though. My question to you is, what about me changed from 3 years ago? There's a lot of brain rot that goes. Last time I remember, they weren't having sex in MHA. It's crazy. Now, if he said high school DxD, that'd be right. You could have said high school DxD. High school DxD would have been like your great smoking fucking example. Because that's porn. That's porn. High school DxD is porn. No, there's a I remember this conversation so fucking vividly. I was arguing with a motherfucker who was like a diehard high school DxD fan, and he was swearing up and down that shit was not porn. It is porn. And he kept, no, there's like a real story there of how to actually fucking it's the main character. He's actually wanting to get stronger. Bro, he wanted to get stronger to fuck some big tittied vampire. In like every episode, these bitches not even gonna say they're pussies. Their fucking tits are out and about showing. Good. This was porn. This was porn. It was nothing but porn. Did you know Lay's potato chips are favorite character? Yeah, I did. I had it. Take it dry. Ugh. Didn't watch High School DxD. Wasn't it about a zombie apocalypse? No, that's High School of the Dead, which was also put under the category of porn. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I'm trying to figure something out, though. Y'all not gonna fucking distract me. You fuckers are not going to distract me from what has now made me feel better, because now I took some fucking ibuprofen. And that shit for me kicks in fast. I need this. Give me this. I shall take this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there it is. So now I pose a question to everyone in this chat. Out of blatant curiosity, how have I changed in the past 3 years? What did I do 3 years ago that's so different from what I'm doing now? Did a 7.0 earthquake just hit off the coast of California? I don't fucking know. I don't live there. I'm pretty sure that's a Googleable fucking thing. You know who you should ask? Tipster. Doesn't Tipster live in California? Would that be your best option? You the same nigga to me? That's crazy. But yes, via the work of Google, yes, a 7.0 earthquake hit California. Can't remember. All I know is that you make funny titles for your live streams. That's crazy. Your voice changed, hair. What are you talking? What the fuck? What do you mean my voice changed? That's the same. Very deep. Did your ass get bigger? It's crazy. There's a tsunami warning. Well, for the Americans, we call that a hurricane. I remember when we all thought hurricane season was over, and they had like 2 more that started to come back. But. We all got sucked in by the voice in the pink hat. Yeah, bro. I'll never understand when people be like, oh, you've changed. No, what actually happened is even funnier. You heard an opinion you didn't like from me, and that offended you, and now you were just waiting for any type of excuse. Isn't that a cyclone? No, it's called a hurricane. Unfortunately, for anyone who's itching for the moment to say they don't like me, this is always going to be a level of brain rot. Like, I fucking record a video from my fucking sofa. Are we out of our minds? Are we out of our minds? Hey, come on. Y'all really, what it really is, what I boil it all down to? What I boil it all down to? What makes people so uncomfortable about me is that no matter how much their life continues to suck, I remain the same. I love the caterpillar videos. You know what's crazy? I did all of that shit on a whim. There was no like intricate idea behind filming a fucking video from my sofa. I was just on my sofa and I wanted to record something, but I didn't want to get the fuck out. I didn't want to fucking turn on this fucking computer. And I just said, fuck it. I recorded videos from my phone before I could do it again. But people get so hooked up on fucking hug boxes, echo chambers, all this shit, that when they see a motherfucker being themselves, it offends them. That's what it really is. I've figured out the late night drug streams are fun too. I've never done those. What are you talking about? The thing that has me well respected and well hated is because while everybody's phoning it in and pretending to be the shit that they're not and catering to hug boxes and catering to wanting to fixate on making sure that their opinions are that of a bunch of people who agree with them, I just sit here. I sit here and I just fucking operate. The late night crack cocaine live stream. What the fuck? I've never. How could any of you make these such assumptions? What is going on here? It makes no sense. I still simp for Muda because I like him as a creator. Good. I'm not reading the rest of that, but no one's saying unsubscribe. Well, probably somebody is, but I'm not. I'm just saying, wow, what inconsistencies am I seeing here? Go away, come back, make your fucking creepypasta videos and go from there. Success will continue. Success will continue for him. This is not his end times. This is just a horrendous take. I like that you don't let us sink into hypocrisy. You call out all sides and help us see when we're being hypocrites ourselves. That's because you all suck. And I don't say that as some clairvoyant being. I say that as a human being who sucks with you. The difference is I admit it and I try to be better every other day. I say every other day because maybe the next day I fail. And I go right back to the beginning. But on the days where I get it right, I get it right. And it works. And it's awesome. What's your food channel? I don't know. I deleted it. I didn't delete it. I didn't delete it. I've done well. I've done well with that cooking channel because it's literally, it turned into, I'm just gonna fucking rant about something while cooking. Literally fucking made fish and just ranted about the fucking airport for like 3 minutes out of a 5-minute video. The days you get it right are coincidentally the ones you also do the late night cocaine. Bro, so every fucking video is a cocaine stream. Be real. There's the gimmick to figuring all of this out is to not be a pretentious asshole who thinks that they know everything. You could literally just watch some shit play out and say, oh, that's wrong. Like literally 20x minutes ago, maybe even longer than that. It was the fucking, oh, did you see all these people laughing that this guy got shot? Yep. I've seen that everywhere. I've seen that happen numerous times in different cases. People don't care. And the people who always feign ignorance and support of how could anyone do this are the same people who ignore it when their side does the same thing. And the ignorant motherfuckers will stand up and be like, my side has never done that. And then when history dictates otherwise, it's, oh, well, I've never done that. Of course you haven't. And I'm not going to believe that either. You've just never been caught. Assholes everywhere. That's all it is, man. A bunch of assholes. Oh, God. I want to finish this. I bought A Quiet Place. I bought A Quiet Place. So even though this is technically my day off, my children, once we're done with Detroit, we're gonna go see what The Quiet Place is all about. I have not seen one inkling of this fucking game, but I heard it's good, and that's all I'm gonna fucking go off of. But we're gonna fucking finish this Gothics video. And then I'm gonna fucking play a video that I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna make me itch or if it's gonna make me feel good.
That was conducted over the span of like, I don't know if it was like 10 years, but I think they started in 2015, I think. Yeah, 2015, okay? The researchers that were involved in this study gave puberty blockers to 95 kids, and these kids had an average age of around 11. And the idea was to see if these puberty blockers could alleviate their mental health issues. But what's so interesting, and I just can't, I can't figure out why, but Dr. Johanna Olsen Kennedy told the New York Times that she didn't release the findings of this study because she believed the results would be weaponized by critics of transgender care for kids. Huh, that's so interesting. Whatever happened to trust the science, huh? That's so odd. It's almost like the science doesn't tell us anything. It's the scientists that tell us something. And this scientist in particular doesn't want to tell anybody about her research studies. And it makes me wonder if she's hiding something. Huh? Oh yeah, that's because it's all fake. And this would actually help a lot of the parents who are currently dealing with court battles because their psychotic ex wants to transition their child because little Timmy thinks he's actually a she. That's what it sounds like. You would actually validate all of the concerns that you have been smearing as transphobic since the beginning of this nonsense. Because otherwise, why wouldn't you release the results of this study, Johanna? It says here that after following up with the youths for 2 years, the treatment did not improve the state of their mental health, which Olsen Kennedy chalked up to the kids just being in really good shape. Isn't that hilarious? These people love to move the goalposts. So they say, okay, if a child thinks that they're trans and you don't affirm their gender identity, it's going to lead to suicidal ideation and a life of depression. And so they emotionally manipulate you into affirming a lie. And when it turns out that this study didn't actually prove that to be true, they say, oh, well, they were fine to begin with. Oh, that's so interesting. So this article actually points out the fact that her assessment contradicts earlier data recorded by researchers, which found that 1/4 of study participants were depressed or suicidal. So it's a contradiction. Which one is it? Oh, that's right. It's all a lie. Oh, man. So why am I bringing this up? Well, as I just alluded to, there seems to be...
Don't say Simon the Chipmunk. I have it on 2 times speed.
This idea that people in positions of authority and influence are incapable of lying. But also, the other thing that I wanted to point out about this is that we have already known this. Men and women cannot swap genders. And the fact that there are so many people who are still trying to play the middle ground with this nonsense, it blows my mind. And there's a lot of people out there who will call themselves moderate and say, on the one hand, they think that the radical left, they're just too unhinged. But on the other hand, they think that conservatives, Republicans, and people on the right, they're a little bit too overboard. Give the trans people.
Yes, they are too overboard. There are motherfuckers who want to eradicate, their words, not mine, trans people. And my wonder is, how are you going to do that without killing them? Because when I hear eradicate, I think kill. And when I see motherfuckers sit there and say, oh, well, we want to eradicate this, how are you going to do that without, killing them? Because that's the only way I could see you eradicating
their rights. What do you mean rights? What are you talking about? Because if you're saying that there is such a thing as transgendered rights, then clearly the most logical thing to do would be to extend those rights to kids, right? Right? It's a slippery slope. So, no, I reject that idea that we should be playing the middle ground with something that is clearly false. Now, let me read you something else, okay? It sort of ties into this article that I'm reading. Back in 2019, AOC was quoted.
I don't want to hear about AOC. Next.
Now, I'm still looking for that next gen game, like the game that really just takes things to the next level. And when I say that, I'm meaning it sets the tone for either genre or the gaming industry for the next several years. Meaning that everybody obviously wants to try to take elements from it, or everybody's looking to that said game as the beacon of everything that is that current era, right? Mm-hmm. In the past, it has been Rockstar with various games, Grand Theft Auto and such. And I said this about 6. Potentially, that is the next gen experience. I thought because of how it was, what they sold us on, it was going to be Cyberpunk 2077. It was not.
Yeah. Cyberpunk's, I ain't gonna say it was the team. It was really the fucking fan base. It's the same thing that happened with that fucking Defiant game. Oh, it's gonna be the COD killer. And what happened? Oh, X-Defiant is fucking dying. They're announcing the funeral for everybody to fucking see later. And then the fucking game came out and it was a buggy fucking mess. Rockstar would never release something this trash.
Yes. Even if you say, oh, they fixed the bugs, it's a lot better than what it was initially, perhaps. If that may be true, but even at its base form, it is not a next-gen action or not a next-gen role-playing game experience. It's not at all. It does nothing cutting edge about the game in that regard. But GTA 6, I've said maybe that's it. But it is coming out in a different era. I mean, how far removed from 5? Because that was PS3?
Xbox 360, yeah.
Yeah. So
a dozen years?
Give or take?
Give or take.
Cyberpunk plays good nowadays. The problem is it plays good nowadays. It doesn't play good. It didn't play good when it needed to, which was the first day it dropped.
So
I think 2000, about 12 years, I'd say.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. It has been a minute, and it's a different era, right? And it's for worse. Let me say that. I would be blunt about that. It's not a better. We're certainly not progressed as a species. That said, do you think that we are going to get, before we go through this article, a current day? I don't even think that could be made. GTA 6 that does the same bullshit that we see. Basically, it's not itself, because GTA is known for pushing buttons, pissing off people of various cultural backgrounds. Had no problems making fun of basically anybody. What's our prediction here? Do you
release GTA 6 from its prison cell? It's not. Release GTA 6 from GTA YouTubers who fucking make every fucking video. This could be our speculation about GTA 6. Today, there's currently a guy who I think streams at 5 o'clock in the morning, who does streams. Today or tomorrow is going to be the day. It's copium. I'm coping. And I don't have the heart to think of it as a joke. I think of it as a waste of my fucking time. The problem is that you're wrong, because multiple awards years after and you're losing out. I'm not losing out on a damn thing that I don't want to play because it started off as trash. I'm so happy that you had to wait a couple years for a game that was touted as being good, that came out as shit, finally decided to be good. That's so wonderful. I'm happy you're having fun. FOMO don't work here when I'm not invested. If I was invested, it'd be a different story. But Cyberpunk's trash. And you know who agrees? Doesn't matter. It's all opinionated anyway.
Think that they're going to current day it? Or do you think they stick to their guns of what's worked over the last couple decades, right, plus, for their game franchise?
Well, I mean, the stuff coming out, obviously, about the position of the studio, riddled with the
I hope PC players don't gotta wait years. Buddy, I think you forget what you're dealing with here.
EIs, all of this kind of stuff. My concern is GTA 6 going to be the Saints Row reboot? Is it going to be a sanitized? Are we going to be able to have our dick sucked at the top of a car park where we've parallel parked at the edge, so when the prostitute gets out, she falls off the building? Are we going to be able to do that again? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have any of that sort of humor anymore. I don't think we're going to have any of that kind of behavior anymore. It would sadden me to do so because I think right now, really, right now, what we could all do with GTA 6 would be
old school. Oh man, just a
bit of fun, you know, a good bit of let's just poke the shit out of it. Let's just poke fun at all of the shit. Yeah. Let's just poke fun at everything. Let's just have a good fucking laugh. Fine, put some decent story elements in, or just put some. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 story I thought was fucking hilarious at points. You know, it was great at points, and it was serious at points, and it was just goofy at points. And the Western gaming industry, it's lost its humor, it's lost its diversity of thought. It seemingly has lost its ability to poke fun at itself, poke fun at current day ideology, poke fun at trends, poke fun at different races. Apart from white people, of course. It's a point now where we can't offend anyone. It's a point now where we can't discriminate. And it's like, oh, but discrimination is bad. Well, you know what? Sometimes discrimination isn't bad. Discrimination ain't necessarily bad.
This has to be worded. This has to be worded better than what it is. Because isn't this the same gentleman who, when he went to look for it and found it, screamed about pronouns? Unfortunately, I have bad news for anyone who's concerned about Grand Theft Auto. It's going to be based on whatever the fuck you do with that goddamn game. If you choose to buy it, have fun. If you choose to not buy it, have fun. I'm buying GTA 6. I'm buying whatever fucking waste of money and time deluxe edition GTA 6 has to offer. Why? Because I'm a fucking sucker for the Grand Theft Auto. Are you out of my mind? Grand Theft Auto 6 is a beacon of society. It's going to win most anticipated game at that fucking Game Awards. Are you streaming it? Don't ask me dumb questions. There's going to be something in that game for people to bitch about, no matter what side of the spectrum you're on. Remember the hot coffee mod? That was something people rightfully bitched at. That's something people supported. Remember Ballad of Gay Tony? People bitched at that. People liked that. But fuck, shit ain't even get a chance to breathe yet. All we got is a trailer. And the thing about it is, I understand speculating because you're fearful based off of all these other things you've seen that have nothing to do with each other. So I could get that. But for the love of God, could y'all let something breathe just a little bit before we start losing our minds saying, oh, it's going to be woke, or I have a fear it's going to be woke? Could we let it breathe slightly? Because what? It comes out next year? Give it some fucking grace. You'll find out more about it, and you'll be able to decipher if you want to fucking buy it or not. Because you know what's crazy? In the small examples where something's been good, a lot of these motherfuckers have had to eat crow. And they eat it by never mentioning the shit again. I have not heard any fucking negative aspect of that fucking X-Men reboot. Why? Because it was good, and motherfuckers had to pretend like, oh my God, I was so shocked that it's good. They did the same thing with Ghost of Yote. Oh, we love Oh No, It's Alex. That was one of the worst takes I heard. That was one of the worst fucking takes I heard about that fucking game. The story of the first guy is done. Why do we want another one? Why did we word it like his story is not done, when there's a whole fucking DLC that proves his shit's done? Like, some shit not needed. Some shit is just not needed. Hey, you know what? I have a homework assignment for you. X-Men reboot? You mean X-Men reboot, sequel, whatever the fuck you call it. I didn't watch it because I don't give a fuck about the X-Men. The X-Men suck. Give me Spider-Man 97. Give me Spider-Man 99. Give me Spectacular Spider-Man back like a real nigga. Every real nigga of all the Spider-Men, the one you fucked with the most was Spectacular Spider-Man. Revealed the protagonist was female and niggas lost it. Bro, I'ma never let it slide the Tim Pool video about GTA 6. About this motherfucker spent, I think, like 20 minutes talking about how it's unrealistic for a woman in a video game to beat up a man. The same video game franchise where you literally get chased by the cops and call a hacker while the cops are standing in front of your face to get them to stop attacking you. Where you pull out RPGs, machetes, brass knuckles, all out your ass. You pull them all out your ass. But a woman walking up to an NPC man and punching them is unrealistic to you. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro?
Well, I'd argue that it is a requirement for proper copyright.
Well, exactly. It is. Yes, it is.
It's
If you,
implied.
look at, yes, if you look at discrimination in a contextual manner, it is actually
Everybody
very
does
much
it.
needed. Yes,
Yeah.
very much needed, particularly today. Everything is so sanitized.
If we're going by the patterns, then everything would point to GTA doing the same shit. Which sucks. And it is a very difficult prediction. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, obviously, I would lean towards it being sanitized and not being.
Yeah. So don't buy it. Don't buy it. The problem is, both of them are gonna buy it. Both of them are gonna buy that game. They're gonna give Rockstar money. They're gonna give Rockstar traction by talking about it. They're gonna find one crumb of a fucking detail that's gonna make the whole game quote unquote bad. And they're gonna drag that one thing through the mud. There's probably gonna be a scene where the Bonnie and Clyde couple fight and the Bonnie gets one over on the motherfucker. It's like, oh, a man can't be strong here. And it's just, I could clinically see the future of how this is going to do it. There's going to be a scene in that fucking game where the female character is going to get one over and it's going to be this big fucking problem. Well, the game quality is less of an issue with refund policies. Yeah. Imagine somebody getting a refund because game too woke Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck me. If Kim Possible came out today, they call it. Yes, there are several iconic shows that if they came out today, literally stayed the same, motherfuckers would have a problem. All they have to do is come out today. The same story, same elements, all of it. That shit comes out today, these fuckers... You can't have a fucking story about gun violence. Oh, what? We just had a school shooting and they're trying to spread a message. The iconic fucking, and then it all goes to, oh, well, those episodes were good. Okay, so it's back to it being subjective, which is just your goddamn opinion on if the shit's good or not. It's not really based on anything factual. It's based on your preference of what you deem entertainment or not, which, last I checked, varies from person to person. Yeah, I forgot about, this was about woke stuff, because they haven't, you know how there's the infamous fucking compilation of news stations all saying the same thing? That's with this shit. Call it woke, say girl boss bad, and then carry on from there, and that's it. That's all one has to say / do, and they're booked. And this is why shit is never fucking fun for these people. And you know what's crazy? I did an experiment throughout this entire year. I stopped consuming this shit and just decided to just explore my entertainment bounds. And I found so much entertaining shit that probably gets called woke garbage by these people. And I'm just like, I see as though my fucking joy of entertainment is more enjoyable when I'm not having somebody telling me that it's woke or guessing that it's fucking woke. My life seemingly has more fun in it when I don't have that peering down my fucking ear. Who could have imagined? Oh man, but I'm gonna go lay back down. I'm gonna go fucking Satisfy my flesh. Very low brow stream today. And it's of my own volition and choice. And I love the fact that I could do that. Don't look for me tomorrow. Don't look for me Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. What the fuck am I talking about? Lay down but keep the mic on? For what? Why, he's not even close to my... What? That was the perviest shit I've ever fucking heard. What? Satisfy your flesh. Satisfy my flesh. Not like you people. Fucking. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh God, the fucking end of Hawk Tuah girl videos are dropping now. I knew it. Hit the like. I mean, you could hit the dislike button too. It's all good. No. Listen. It's a rule I've made. If you say gooning, that means you fuck kids. I made the rule, and I'm gonna fucking enforce it. If you fucking say gooning, I think you fuck kids, and I'm not changing my stance on that at all. Not something I'm going to ever change. So I hope you all have a good day. Stop saying the word gooning.